And Calvin, I know you were saying you wanted to do something with the rookies, right?
I just yeah, just kind of talk about how they're doing and everything. I know what was it? I think it was this week. It might have been last. No, it had to be this week because we would have probably talked about it. He beat Jaron Jackson Jr. was one of the youngest players to put up what it was like 35 and 8 or
What?
something.
I think I missed that game.
I
Yeah.
thought he had 12 rebounds.
Okay.
I thought he had 12
Correction. He put up
rebounds.
36 points. I'm looking at
Okay,
something right
now I
now.
remember that game.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
that game.
Yeah. That. And he's just otherwise just been a really good rookie, kind of out the gate. Um, Question: have any of y'all watched any Suns games by chance?
Yes, watch 1.5 of them.
I watched one.
One
Yeah,
and a
I watched
half.
one. Me too.
Okay.
It's bad.
How is Aiton looking?
Aiton is looking like he's looking like a bucket, bro. He's looking like a 15 at worst, and this is without him playing with like a lot of energy or anything. He's looking like a 15-8 guy. Like you probably don't want him on defense. I was reading a few people's scouting report on him. His
Mm-hmm.
defense is his biggest weakness, and it's mainly reads. And I think it's because I don't think he started playing basketball as early as most people do, and I think it's a combination of him being as big as he is. In high school, even against elite competition, like at these power schools, and you don't have to be the best defender. Your size and athleticism should be able to push you through. I don't think they were asking for him to be a defensive anchor because they had another big 7-footer in Arizona, and now that they're asking him to like you got to be able to defend a point guard for about 3 seconds. Can you do that? And he's like, yeah. He lied on his resume. He told him yeah, and it was really no, and he gets confused. Like he'll do a read, and he's either slow to react or he doesn't react at all, and that's two easy points. But offensively, he's sound. Got a nice little mid range. I don't think he can step out to three yet, but I think he's putting up numbers right now for whatchamacallit. But I think he kind of got scolded because he wasn't playing as hard as he was supposed to, and
Uh,
he vocally was like, "It's like, bro, did you not see how much we were losing by? Leave me alone," basically. And he was just being like real honest, and they were like, "Oh no, Playboy, we don't do that." And I think like the next game he got bit, but they were like, "Oh, it's because he's sick."
yeah. I
Yeah, right.
I saw a thing about them benching him. I don't remember anything about seeing anything about him being sick. It did seem more like it was from that lack of effort thing. And this was when apparently this is also when I guess Devin Booker and T.J. Warren are both out. So he'd basically be the scoring option. And I'm looking at it in I guess 21 minutes that game he only had 10 points.
And don't forget, they don't have a point guard to give him the ball besides Devin Booker. So, I mean, is he really a point guard? He's more of a shooting guard type.
They have a promising point guard in Elia Kobo, but he's more of a he's more of your defender than he is your playmaker at this point in time.
Yeah.
Do you want to do all of the rookies, or is it just like a select few that you want to go through, or are you trying to just do a lot?
Uh, just I don't know. It's just kind of checking in on various rookies. Are there any rookies y'all have particular interest in?
Luka Doncic.
I saw him play. You know your boy got partial season tickets, so I saw him play on Tuesday. He's the guy that in a pickup game that he's not the first guy you pick if you're just doing the eye test because he has the size,
Mm-hmm.
but he even in person he looks fluffy. He looks like he's just not toned up. But when you get on the court, you're like, oh. So this is the ringer. Why didn't y'all tell me he was nice? Like if you new to the gym and you didn't pick him up first, but your teammates had been there, you get mad at them for not telling you that this guy's the truth. Like offensively, he got everything from playmaking to shooting. He has a little bit of a handle. He really hasn't showed that passing ability that that everybody was talking about when he was over there winning MVPs overseas. But he's surprisingly a scorer. I think he's averaging like 20 a game. And his rebounding, even though his athleticism isn't crazy, his rebounding is pretty solid too. For somebody who's supposed to be a point guard.
I thought he was a shooting guard.
I thought he was a 3.
Slash.
Man, he
It's positionless. So how about
He can
that?
play 1 through 4. And the
Yeah.
only time you're worried about him playing 1 through 4 is if he's like the first game of the season he played against they played against Phoenix, and I think there was like a switch, and Ayton bodied Doncic real quick with it, like a step back. And when there's an athletic and height and size strength difference, there's not much he can do because he's not laterally quick enough.
Yeah.
And he hasn't did like the little things where you can be like, oh, if you're gonna beat me, I'm gonna just swipe at your hand, get that up out the way. Not little vet moves, but Buddy, I can see Buddy being a 25 point per game scorer, easily by his third season. Yeah, you're talking about 25-5 type guy.
25 and
25,
5 assists or 5 rebounds.
5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see his assist numbers going up because Dennis Smith is not the he's not a facilitator type. He's more attacking the rim and attacking the defense. Kick out type of guy. And I can see Doncic taking, because I see that he handles the ball a lot, especially in the half court set. So I can see his assist numbers going up too in those 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Those 3-4 years.
The only reason why I don't completely agree with that right now, just because just looking at how their roster is constructed right now, they don't seem to have shooters that are going to go into that second and third year of his career. They have DSJ,
Wesley Matthews.
I don't know what Wesley Matthews is doing pretty good this season, but I don't know what Wesley Matthews is going to be doing 2 years from now. I don't know when his contract is up either. So that could be up in the air. And if he leaves, I don't see those numbers going up because the floor shrinks so much. And then unless Dennis Smith Jr. becomes an elite cutter or he becomes a reliable 3-point threat, nah, those assist numbers are going to be pretty much there unless they get another draft pick that's really spacing the floor.
So you're saying they're not spaced? That's what you're saying?
You said what?
So you're saying they're not spaced? They don't have enough shooters on their
especially
squad.
If,
That's what you're
some
saying.
of the shooters that they have now coming off contract in the next couple of years, or they don't re-sign some. Like a guy, I don't think they'll get them in the draft, but a guy like Quentin Grimes or Romeo Langford, a guy that can space the floor a little bit. If they get somebody like that, then yeah, I can see those assist numbers coming up.
But can't you see him relying on him more to do the passing and playmaking?
Yeah, if you
can't you
look at
see
it
him
right
doing
now,
that?
they rely on him heavily when it comes to that pick and roll.
Oh yeah, definitely. He makes the right decision every single time, most of the time at least. But yeah, I like Luka.
Okay. Have y'all been keeping tabs on Trae Young?
Trey Bonds.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple games.
But I'm gonna
Trey
call
Bonds,
Trey
really?
Bonds forever
Really?
until he decides to rock the ball
Oh God.
with that awkward shaped head. Trey, Trigger. I actually haven't heard from Trigger Trey in like a week or two since I know he's
I seen that word.
he's putting up good numbers, but surprisingly not the best at shooting the three ball. Then like the last time I heard, he was around 30%, maybe below. Maybe that's changed within the last couple of games, but yeah.
Says here in his last 3 games, he's averaging 33% from the field and is going 1 of 12 from 3-point. Oh, and he has 15 turnovers.
Woo.
And bruh, I follow a couple guys that are like DFW Texas guys, and I think originally Trey Young is from Texas, and they were like, bruh, he's the rookie of the year over Luka, and I'm like, oh, y'all tripping, because that efficiency is putrid.
Yeah. I feel like he'll get better. He'll get better during the season, throughout the season.
I feel like he'll. Well, I don't know. He might come back to.
My bad. Go ahead.
He might come back to average, but I don't know. Because it's like he kind of did this during the last season too, though, in college. It's like started out super hot and then cooled way off after about halfway through. Like once conference play started. So he'll probably get better, but I'm not sure how much better he'll be by the end of this season. At least in any measurable way.
I think what he's showing us right now, that's going to be him for maybe the rest of the season, maybe half of the next. Because again, not a lot of spacing there. You can awkwardly see that is as much as it is a team game when he's passing to the bigs. It's not really a team game for the guards. Like everybody else trying to eat too. Like you can almost see that Tim Hardaway is playing for his next contract. Like he's good, but he's trying to get up out of Phoenix. I mean not Phoenix, but Atlanta. But his efficiency is what it's gonna be until he either figures out a better shot selection or he focuses on being a playmaker and let the offense come to him instead of forcing it.
I agree. Did you see Kobe's analyzation about how Trae Young should play?
No, what did he say?
It's basically what Alan just said. Basically just executing, setting up other players and executing the pick and roll better than what he is doing right now. And not forcing shots, basically. Forcing 3-point shots.
I mean, I thought, I'm about to be like...
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, forcing the situation, being the point guard.
Bruh, Kobe scored 60 points on his last game of his career. Shot the ball 50 times. He didn't have to. He could have went out there and passed the ball at every possession. People still would have screamed, Kobe, Kobe. And I hate when people be like, my bad. That was, I don't know why people hype up that 60-point game like he didn't shoot the ball 1,000 times. That has nothing to do with me.
Granted, I didn't watch the game. I assumed that everybody just kind of agreed we're just gonna let Kobe score this game.
Yeah, but you can't be like, I can't believe he scored 60. I can't believe he shot the ball 50 times. Aren't your arms tired after 20? You ever been at the Y and shot 10 times? I'm like, God, it was like, ooh, my shoulders kind of hurt. Can't believe I'm doing this. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about rookies.
We were on the wrong end of the career. Okay.
Exactly.
Who outside of Trae Young, who do they have over in Atlanta?
They got Prince,
Kent Bazemore, I believe.
They got Anderson. No, not Kyle Anderson.
Kyle. Yeah.
Justin Anderson. Yeah.
Tim Hardaway.
A whole bunch of guys that. Yeah.
Omari Payne.
I mean, not too many guys.
Or is it Omari Payne?
Yeah, Omari Payne.
John Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vince Carter. Yeah, Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
I think he was starting for a while, which is confusing. He's 41. What's happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, but it is what it is, man. They can do whatever they want. They're rebuilding. Trying to figure out what they need to do, man.
Maybe they're trying to trick him in doing like a dunk a game so that the games will be more entertaining before the blowout happens.
Maybe.
I think he did.
Box office.
I made a prediction that he's going to have at least 8 posters. I believe he has 2 this season. I need him to keep going. He's on track for it. What's another rookie we want to talk about?
Who's been playing well? What rookies have been playing well? Really?
I want to talk about all the rookies for the Knicks.
Yeah.
You like Mario?
Alonzo.
No,
Trier?
that's not his first name.
No, he's talking about
No,
Herzonia isn't a rookie.
yeah, Hazon.
Bro.
Oh, he's not a rookie.
That's how bad Mario Hazonia is.
I can't even pronounce his name.
Mario Hazonia is on. I think this might be his 5th season. He had a lot of.
Dude, I've never seen that dude play in my
throwaway
life.
years, with the Magic, and I just thought it was because the Magic are bad at whatever they're doing, and no, turns out he's bad. He's an athlete. He's an NBA athlete, but he is not an NBA player.
He's actually on the end of his rookie
Gotcha,
contract
gotcha.
this year. I'm looking at it. This is his 4th year in the league.
Okay, I was close.
What?
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
said 5 years. I'm like, I didn't know he was in the league that long. What?
4 or 5, give or take.
Not quite.
That's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't had to stuff over Giannis like that. I really feel bad for that man. Giannis is gonna murder him. I can't wait. I guarantee Hazonia's gonna get a DMP that game. It's like, we're not gonna do it to you like that, bro.
Sorry,
Giannis will
bro.
stuff a hole in your chest. Bro, did you see how calmly Giannis said, "Oh, I'm gonna punch him in the nuts" when they interviewed him about that?
Yeah, I did
Bro,
see
he said
that.
it so casually. He put his jacket on. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts. I'm gonna just punch him in the nuts. It's cool. It's cool." Like, no emotion whatsoever. It looked like Kawhi Leonard. Like, I'm gonna just punch him in the nuts.
I couldn't imagine hearing Kawhi Leonard say that, bro. Like, how straight his face would be. Hit him in the nuts.
Hey, somebody do the laugh and say, "I'm gonna hit him in the nuts." Yeah, let's get back on track. But,
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
honestly think the Knicks they did the best in the draft with what they had. You got Kevin Knox, who's more of a project. I had on the Traveling Hoopers, Alonzo Trier, who went undrafted. He threw a lob, which happens at least twice a game, to their center. Why can I not think of that man right now?
Mitch Robinson?
Yes, Mitchell Robinson, who was a 2nd-round pick, I believe.
Yeah, because he didn't play any college
Right.
ball.
You mean to tell me you got an instant bucket in Alonzo Trier? You got who has the makings, top 15, top 20 center that you got in the 2nd round. And then your 1st-round pick, some no-name guy was like, he's the next Tracy McGrady. We're not even going to listen to that. But you got another guy who has the capability of being an all-star if everything clicks for him. And at worst, you're looking at a guy who, in my opinion, has Chris Middleton potential with his size and his ability to shoot. Where it's going to mess up a little bit for him is I don't know if he can create off the dribble, and I'm talking about Knox on this one. But you, in all 3 phases of the draft, you got rookies that are under the age of, I believe, 22, that if you stay with them, I think the only one that they may lose is Alonzo Trier, because I don't think he's on a full rookie scale deal. That's going to be a nasty team, especially if they can convince some top end talent to come, like KD, your Lord Kyrie, or Jimmy Butler over to that team. Actually skip Jimmy Butler unless he's trying to only run point guard. if you can get a legitimate point guard, that is going to be a dangerous team. Not next season if they get them, but season afterwards. Because them boys just gonna be clicking, bro. And even if they don't, they're just gonna be really fun to watch. I almost wish I was a beat writer for the Knicks, bro. Them boys are gonna be so fun over the next 2 to 3 years.
Hopefully.
If not, they're the Knicks, so we don't care.
I mean,
Yeah, they need to get rid of James
it's the
Dolan.
Knicks. The owner's gonna find some way to mess it up.
Really? Legit.
Yeah. Any other rookies I can think of? I haven't heard anything about who's taken with the number 2 pick, Marvin Bagley.
I thought he'd been playing pretty well. I wanted to think.
But I just haven't heard anything from a while. Can you look up the stats?
I mean, all right, but it's also like he's on the Kings. It's the Kings. People don't really talk about them. It makes sense.
I've been hearing a lot about what's buddy De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is he's turning it up. Like if he doesn't get most improved player, I would really wonder who they're giving it to. If it's not him, and in the spirit of Philip, who is not here with us today, he's if it's not him or Derrick Rose, I don't know who's getting that. To be honest with you.
So Bagley is currently averaging 13 points, 6.5 rebounds, 1.2 blocks. He's shooting 52% and 33% from deep. He's not taking that many threes though, but hey. So yeah, that's where he's at the moment. And interestingly, he doesn't start.
That sounds about right. He's solid.
And he's averaging. They have him averaging 24 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they'll work on the starting lineup.
Anything else?
yeah.
That's it